Hello, welcome back to the workshop. In today's video, we're going to restore the 70-year-old headlight bucket on my 1953 NSU Max motorcycle. If that interests you, stay tuned. We'll get started. I got everything out of the headlight bucket. It's going to need more work than I originally thought. There's about a half a dozen holes drilled in it that shouldn't be here, so I'll have to fill those in. It's also bent up pretty good in the lower mount. I think it took a hit up here many years ago because there's also damage on the frame. I'll show you that in a minute. But I need to straighten that all out. Somebody did a really nice patch here of a couple of holes many years ago. They cut the heads off carriage bolts and they brazed them in place. Pretty nice repairs, but I'm going to grind those off and plug those as well. The most concerning thing though is it's missing half of the flange. So this flange here should come all the way around, and it's gone from this point up. And it's just rusted off. It's just completely gone. So what I'll have to do is find a way to make a new flange and weld it in here. All that welding is going to be tough because this thing's not going to take the heat very well, I don't think. But anyway, so I think what we'll do, I need to clean this rust off, so we'll start there. And then I'll make patches and we'll start getting this thing welded back together. To remove that rust, I'm going to let the headlight bucket soak in some phosphoric acid, probably for a few hours. You can typically find phosphoric acid in the paint department of your local hardware store. This particular one is made by Clean Strip. It's called Concrete and Metal Prep. Since we have access to both the inside and the outside of the headlight bucket, a ball peen hammer should make quick work for knocking out those dents.
Oh, that's good.
I'm using the wire brush on my bench grinder to remove any remaining rust and paint to get ready for welding. Most of the holes drilled in this headlight bucket are small. I'm using my flux core welder on a low setting to fill those in. I made the new headlight flange out of some 16 gauge steel that I contoured to match. I welded that to the face of the headlight bucket, and then I used a grinding disc to grind it to shape. I gotta be careful here. One slip, one screw up, I gotta cut it off and start all over. The person that bought this cut a hole where the original switch went and they installed an ammeter. I want to use an original style headlight switch, so I need to patch that in. I cut a patch out of 16 gauge steel to match and welded it in. I then used my Dremel to cut a hole to match the new switch. When all you have are those little live video snippets your iPhone took, you make a montage. So let's get the bodywork done, get this primed, and get it painted.
Out of respect for the person who did the work and to recognize that part of the bike's history, I decided to leave that repair in place. It's a nice nod to the quality of work that was done before. I'm getting really close to being able to start and run this beautiful machine. In the next video, maybe we'll get there. I'll see you then. If you enjoyed today's video, there's another one you might like.